Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Listen, if I was to keep up with all of the stories that sound like this, right, this whole channel would be about stories like this and nothing else. It's just amazing to me at what pace this is happening on a regular basis. What's even more amazing to me is how the leaders, rulers, people that are put in positions of power to make things better actually just sit around not even batting an eye. I mean, every now and then they come out and dress up in some nice suits and some fancy uniforms, and they give a little speech to the public of saying how they're going to make things better, but none of it materializes. Things just continue to get worse, and things like these are happening at too much of a rapid pace. This is every day. By the time I say, listen, this story just happened, before I could even put a video together for it, another one happens, and another one happens, and another one happens. Anyways, this story right here is out of St. Thomas. Alright, and I'm not going to give you any history lessons on St. Thomas this time. We're just going to go into the story itself. So, the deceased in this story has been identified as Abina Bertram, otherwise called Tashel, age 21, unemployed of Industrial Hill Works Yard, Port Morant, St. Thomas. None of that is important at this moment, if she was employed or unemployed or not. I don't know why Jamaican people always do that. They put people employment status as if it matters in the grand scheme of things. So, according to reports, on Sunday, July 14, 2019, at about 10 a.m., the now deceased left home. Yes, she's deceased, if you hadn't figured that out by now. Left home for Industrial Church in Morant Bay and did not return home at 8 p.m. when she was expected. Now, there's so much that I could say, but I'm not going to drag this in that direction. But think about this. You leave home in the morning, right? And you gone to church. She must have went to an all-day church service, because the time she's expected to return home is 8 p.m. in the evening. Now, you know, some people have morning service and then they have evening service. So she probably had went to morning service, decided to go to evening service as well. But somewhere during the day, during the break, you take a break and you go over sister so-and-so yard or brother so-and-so yard and go eat dinner and all these things. I'm taking it that it was one of these. Only thing is, she didn't go to sister so-and-so and brother so-and-so yard to go eat dinner. She went elsewhere. So, family members began making calls to her cell phone without an answer, and they became worried. This is Sunday, you know. On Monday, July 15th, a whole day after, about 2:15 p.m., this is in the afternoon, a family member made a call to the phone that she had, and a man voice answered the phone. The man voice that answered the phone, the man voice said, "Tashel, mash up my 48-inch television, you know, and I want it back. Matter of fact, I want $50,000 for it. And the money, you can put it in a Tashel's account." Now, if someone is planning to get money and the way to get it is to put it in her account, then this is obviously someone that has links to getting money out of her account. Then maybe him have her ATM card and the PIN. This would have to be somebody that she's close with, or maybe him touch her and get the PIN from it. I don't know, but this definitely could be traced back. Would you not think? To be able to trace this phone call back to, well, I don't know if in Jamaica they say them have like cell towers and they're able to trace. I'm pretty sure they are, and they're able to trace a call and see where it came from, who was in possession of the phone, and so on and so forth. They might not be able to say who was in possession of the phone, but it is her phone. Alright, and a man answered the phone demanding money for his television, 48-inch television that mash up, and he's saying she was the one that mashed it up. which tells me right there that there might have been some kind of a domestic dispute going on. She and her boyfriend kick off or something like that. She mash up him belongings and he in turn did something to her. I don't know. So a missing person report was made to the Port Morant police station. Now, about 1 p.m. the following day, the partially decomposed body, it was actually 5 days later, the partially decomposed and nude body of Abina Bertram was found along the Stanton River course in the Nuts River community, face down in a stream of water with both hands bound behind the back with a piece of red cloth. Now, if you can imagine, she was bound, both hands tied behind her back, face down. Her face was in the water. The rest of her body wasn't in the water. Just her face was in the water and her hands were bound behind her back with a piece of red cloth. Her black shoes, listen to this, her black shoes, her handbag, and her underwear was found floating in the stream. Condom wrapper was found along the riverbank around where her body was. The scene of the crime was processed and the body was removed, and the body was quickly identified by her older sister. I believe her sister is like 36 years old or something. So significantly older sister, because she was only 21, right? Now, all this adds up. To me, I am no trained private investigator, but this whole thing tells a story. She's face down in the water. Her whole body wasn't in the water. Obviously, she had been sexually assaulted, and they positioned her and left her in that position. So they probably drowned her, and this is the way that she died. We haven't even had a follow-up yet to say how she died, but I'm guessing she drowned. And they're saying that when she was found, her face was down in the water and her face was decomposing. So that is what became of this young lady right here who left home with all intentions of going to church. Now, we can sit here and say, look, when they say, when I go to church, when I must leave home and go to church. Don't go other places, alright? Because look how your life end up. I don't know. And the narrative continues about these men in Jamaica that are pretty much, seems like they're killing at will as far as these females are concerned. And these females seem like they're walking right into these situations as well. I mean, it's time now for everybody to be accountable, to realize that these ain't the kind of times we're living in anymore. And it seems like it's a sickness that's going around. I don't know, and everybody catch it. Like majority of the men are on some killer gal stuff, dash with a gal stuff. I don't know. Women are suddenly disposable, and it seems like there is no urgency to what is going on. I mean, me sitting on one end looking in and speaking about it, I really don't see what can be done other than on an individual level. Women need to start being more careful and being less trusting of the men around them, because I'm pretty sure this was someone that she trusted. I'm sure they didn't ambush her and drug her gone a bush. And I'm pretty sure this is someone she trusted and thought maybe she didn't go down a bush to actually have sex. I don't know. And it turned into something else. Or maybe she was at a residence and then brought to that location. But how she was found and the condom wrapper by the riverbank and her face down and all this, it seems to me like it all went down in that location. I don't know. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. But this is another individual that was reported missing. And when I first saw her reported missing, I said, I'm going to do this story, and hopefully it get out there and somebody say, yo, SouFlo, me just see her the other day down so and so, But before I could even get her story out, days had gone by and this is the result. I cringe to know what the results. Every time they put up a face now and says this person is missing, I'm just looking to see something like this come up, because very few go missing and then are found and returned. I have a whole nother video that I'm going to do about the ones that run away, go a man yard, the females that run away go a man yard and go lay up with boyfriend or lay up with man, and then they return after creating this big hoopla in the news. I think these people should be held accountable on a different level. Like, they should be made to tell exactly what they were doing, where they were, all this other stuff. So, to deter others from doing so. But again, majority of the people that go missing do end up in a situation like this. Alright, leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And do you think that this is going to end anytime soon in Jamaica? Especially given the fact that, keep this in mind, we do not have a national DNA database in Jamaica. What that means? Go look it up. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.